Liam broke free from the prison at twilight, heart slamming against his ribs. 2 nights ago, he'd crawled through a rusted fence, driven by pure survival instinct. No food, no plan, just a burning need to escape. The forest loomed ahead, its shadows swallowing him whole. His torn shirt caught on thorns, but he pushed on, sirens fading in the distance. He hit a narrow dirt road, moonlight carving jagged patterns through the trees. Then he saw her, a girl, maybe 20, alone with a heavy backpack. Her eyes locked onto his, fearless, almost calculating. Liam's mind raced. She was his leverage, a shield against the cops. "Hurry up," he snarled, snatching a stick from the ground. "Move, or you're done." She nodded, wordless, and started toward the woods. Her calmness prickled his skin. Why wasn't she panicking? Most would scream, beg, but she walked like she owned the night. Liam clutched the stick, scanning the darkness. The forest was too still, no owls, no breeze. His gut screamed danger. They plunged deeper, branches clawing at them. "Faster," he hissed, but her steady pace didn't waver. She glanced back, her gaze piercing, like she knew something he didn't. It unnerved him. He'd outsmarted guards, dodged dogs, but this girl felt wrong. Her backpack shifted, heavy with secrets. A snap echoed nearby, a branch, not the wind. Liam froze, breath catching. "Who's out there?" he growled. She stopped, turning slowly. "You'll find out," she whispered, her voice laced with menace. His blood chilled. The woods seemed to tighten around him. Liam wasn't running the show, she was. Liam's pulse thundered as the girl's words, "You'll see," hung in the air. The forest felt alive, shadows shifting like predators. He tightened his grip on the stick, forcing her forward. "Keep moving," he snapped, but her steady stride mocked his authority. Who was she? No ordinary hiker, that's for sure. Her backpack sagged, heavy with something, supplies? A weapon. They trudged through the dense woods, moonlight barely piercing the canopy. Liam's mind churned. He'd escaped a brutal prison, dodged patrols, but this girl was a wild card. Her silence wasn't fear, it was control. "What's your name?" he demanded, voice low. She glanced back, eyes sharp. "Emma," she said, too calmly. A lie? He couldn't tell. A distant howl broke the silence, a dog, maybe a wolf. Liam's nerves frayed. The police couldn't be far, his escape had triggered alarms across the county. Emma slowed, adjusting her backpack. "What's in there?" Liam growled, stepping closer. She didn't flinch. "Just stuff," she replied, her tone teasing, almost daring him to check. He lunged, yanking the bag's strap. It fell open, revealing a glint of metal, not a knife, but a small device, blinking red. A tracker? His stomach dropped. "What is this?" he roared, shoving her against a tree. Emma's smile widened, chilling. "You're not as clever as you think, Liam." He froze. She knew his name. How? He hadn't told her. The forest seemed to spin, trees closing in like a trap. Before he could react, a faint hum echoed. Drones? Footsteps? Emma's gaze flicked to the darkness, signaling something. Liam's heart sank. He wasn't holding her hostage, she was leading him straight to his doom. Liam's breath hitched as Emma's words, "You'll find out," sank in. She knew his name, a secret he hadn't shared. The blinking device in her backpack pulsed like a heartbeat, mocking his escape. "What are you playing at?" he snarled, shoving the stick under her chin. Emma didn't flinch, her eyes gleamed, cold and unyielding. "You're out of moves, Liam," she said softly. The forest hummed with danger, faint rustles, like whispers of pursuit. Liam's mind spiraled. Was she a cop? A bounty hunter? He'd outrun prison guards, but this felt different, calculated. Walk, he ordered, pushing her forward. She complied, but her steps were deliberate, leading him deeper into the woods. Moonlight faded as clouds swallowed the sky. Liam's grip on the stick faltered, his hands were clammy. Emma's backpack swayed, the red light still blinking. A tracker, no doubt. He should have ditched her, but something about her held him, fear, curiosity, or both. "Who sent you?" he demanded. She smirked, saying nothing that a low growl cut through the silence. Liam spun, eyes darting. Yellow eyes glowed in the dark, a dog, massive, tethered to a shadow. A man's voice crackled through the trees, distorted, mechanical. Target acquired. Liam's heart sank. Drones whirred above, their lights slicing the canopy. Emma stopped, raising a hand, almost signaling. "Told you," she whispered. He lunged to run, but the ground seemed to shift. Figures emerged, camouflaged, armed, closing in like wolves. Emma stepped back, untouched by the chaos. "You thought you'd escape," she taunted. Liam's world tilted. She wasn't trapped, he was. The dog charged, and the forest swallowed his scream. Liam hit the ground hard, ascended by the dog's weight. Its jaws snapped inches from his face, saliva dripping. He swung the stick, but a boot slammed into his chest. "Stay down," a man barked, rifle aimed. The forest pulsed with danger, drones hummed above, their red eyes scanning. Emma stood back, her silhouette cold against the flickering drone lights. "Enough," a voice commanded. The dog backed off, growling. A tall man in camouflage stepped forward, walkie-talkie crackling. "Liam Carter, you're done." Liam's blood froze. They knew everything, his name, his crimes. But how? Emma knelt beside him, her face unreadable. "You picked the wrong girl," she said, her voice like ice. She pulled the blinking device from her backpack, a GPS tracker, still pulsing. Liam's mind reeled. She wasn't lost, she was the trap. "Who are you?" he rasped, wrists burning from the cuffs. "Someone you shouldn't have crossed," she replied, standing. The man with the walkie-talkie smirked. "She's our best, convict. You never stood a chance." Liam's eyes darted to Emma's backpack, now open, wires, a radio, a knife. She was no victim, she was special ops. The dog handler yanked Liam up, the beast snarling. "Move," he ordered, shoving him toward a clearing. Liam stumbled, his mind racing. He'd escaped maximum security, but this? A setup from the start. Emma's calm was a weapon, her fearlessness a mask. Headlights pierced the darkness, a black SUV waited. "You planned this," Liam spat at Emma. She tilted her head, a faint smile. "You made it easy." The team closed in, their boots silent, professional. Liam's hope crumbled. The forest, once his refuge, was now his cage. As they dragged him toward the vehicle, Emma's voice cut through. "Next time, run faster." The door slammed shut, sealing his fate. The SUV's engine roared as Liam sat cuffed in the back, the forest fading behind. Emma sat across, her eyes locked on him, unblinking, like a predator studying prey. The black interior felt suffocating, the air thick with his own fear. Two operatives flanked the driver, their radios crackling with coded chatter. Liam's mind raced. How had they tracked him so fast? "Where are we going?" he demanded, voice hoarse. Emma leaned forward, her smile sharp. "Somewhere you can't run from," she said. The driver glanced back, his face stone cold. "You thought you'd slip away, Carter? We've been watching since you broke out." Liam's stomach churned. The prison break, his dash through the woods, it was all a game to them. Emma's tracker had been active from the start, her lost girl act allure. He tested the cuffs, wincing as metal bit his skin. "You set me up," he spat. Emma shrugged. "You set yourself up, Liam." Greed. Rage. Sloppy. The SUV slowed, pulling into a clearing where a small cabin waited, its windows dark. The operatives hauled Liam out, the dog's growl echoing nearby. Inside, a single bulb flickered, casting shadows on a metal chair. They shoved him down. Emma circled, her boots clicking. "Talk," she said. "Who helped you escape?" Liam clenched his jaw. He'd had no help, just blind luck. Or so he thought. Her question sparked doubt. Was there a traitor in the prison? "I don't know," he muttered. Emma's eyes narrowed. "Wrong answer." She nodded to an operative, who cracked his knuckles. The door creaked open. A new figure entered, tall, cloaked in shadow. "Enough," he said, voice low. Liam's heart stopped. That voice, he knew it. But from where? Liam's breath caught as the shadowed figure stepped into the cabin's dim light. The voice, gravelly, haunting, stirred a memory from his past. "You?" Liam whispered, squinting. The man's face was half hidden, but his eyes burned with recognition. Emma stepped back, deferring to him, her smirk gone. "Who was this guy?" Surprised. "Carter," the man said, pulling a chair close. His coat rustled, revealing a badge clipped to his belt. "Special Forces, not local cops." Liam's mind raced. He knew this voice from years ago, before prison. A job gone wrong? A betrayal? "You sold me out," Liam growled, pieces clicking. "Ricky." Ricky's lips curled. "You're still slow, huh?" He leaned in, breath sour. "You thought you'd escape my radar?" Liam's heart pounded. Ricky was no ordinary cop, he was the one who'd framed Liam years ago, the reason he'd rotted in prison. But why this elaborate trap? Emma watched, silent, her role unclear. "Ask him about the key," she said suddenly, voice sharp. Ricky's eyes flicked to her, then back to Liam. "Where is it?" he demanded. Liam frowned. "Key?" He had nothing, no plan, no secrets. "I don't know what you're talking about," he spat. Ricky laughed, cold and hollow. "Don't play dumb. You stole it before you went inside." Liam's mind blanked. Stole what? His trial had been a blur, drugs, theft, a setup. Was there something he'd forgotten? Emma stepped closer, her gaze piercing. "He's lying," she said. "Check his boots." An operative yanked Liam's foot up, slicing open his shoe. Small, rusted key fell out, glinting under the bulb. Liam stared, stunned. How had it gotten there? Ricky's grin widened. "Got you." The room spun as Liam realized, he'd been played long before the woods. Liam stared at the rusted key on the cabin floor, his mind a storm of confusion. Planted? Forgotten? He'd never seen it before, yet it had spilled from his boot. Ricky snatched it, holding it to the light. "This," he said, "unlocks everything." His voice dripped with triumph, but his eyes betrayed a flicker of fear. What was this key? Emma crossed her arms, her gaze drilling into Liam. "Talk, Carter. Where's the safe?" "Safe?" Liam's head spun. He'd been a small-time thief, not some mastermind. "I don't know," he shouted, yanking at his cuffs. The operative guarding him tightened his grip, the dog outside growling louder. Ricky crouched, face inches from Liam's. "You hid it before the arrest. Think." His tone was venomous, a personal grudge seeping through. Liam's memory flickered, flashes of a heist, a dark alley, Ricky's betrayal. Had there been a safe? "Something worth this manhunt?" Emma interrupted. "We're wasting time. Check his story." She pulled a tablet from her backpack, its screen glowing with files, Liam's rap sheet, surveillance photos. One image froze him, years ago, holding a metal box in a warehouse. His stomach dropped. "That's not me," he lied, voice cracking. Ricky smirked. Liar. He nodded to the operative, who dragged Liam to a corner. Emma typed rapidly, her fingers a blur. The safe's nearby, she said. GPS data from the key confirms it. Liam's heart raced. GPS in the key? This was no ordinary setup. The cabin door burst open. A new voice, female, sharp, cut through. "Ricky, you're off script." Everyone froze. Emma's eyes widened, betraying a crack in her facade. Liam's hope sparked. Was this an ally, or another trap? The cabin's air thickened as the woman's voice, "Ricky, you're off script," hung like a blade. She stepped into the light, tall, with sharp features and a badge glinting on her vest. "Agent Mara," she said, eyes scanning the room. Liam's pulse quickened. Ally or enemy? Emma stiffened, her tablet lowered, while Ricky's smug grin faltered. "Who's this?" Liam rasped, wrists raw from cuffs. Mara ignored him, locking eyes with Ricky. "You're chasing ghosts," she said. "The key's a decoy." Liam blinked. Decoy? The rusted key in Ricky's hand now seemed less certain, its GPS a possible ruse. Was Liam's memory of the safe real, or planted? Emma broke the silence. "Mara, we tracked him. The safe's close." Mara's gaze flicked to her. "You're too green to see the setup, Emma." Setup? Liam's mind reeled. Was Emma a pawn too? Ricky snarled, "Stay out of this, Mara. He's mine." The tension crackled, personal grudges clashing with protocol. Mara stepped closer, inspecting Liam like evidence. "You don't even know what you stole, do you?" she asked. Liam's throat tightened. The warehouse, the box, fragments of memory taunted him. "I didn't steal anything," he insisted, but doubt gnawed. Had he? Ricky pocketed the key, glaring at Mara. "We're done here." He signaled the operative, who yanked Liam toward the door. But Mara raised a hand. "Not yet. The real safe's off-grid. He's bait, not the prize." Liam's heart stopped. Bait? For what? Outside, the dog barked furiously. Drones buzzed louder, their lights erratic. Emma's tablet beeped, a warning. "Perimeter breach," she whispered. Mara drew a gun. "They're here." The cabin shook as something, or someone, crashed through the trees. Liam's hope and fear collided. Who was coming? The cabin trembled as the crash outside echoed, branches snapping like bones. Liam's cuffs bit deeper, his eyes darting between Mara's drawn gun and Emma's flickering tablet. "Who's here?" he croaked. Mara's jaw tightened. "Trouble," she muttered, signaling the operative to secure the door. Ricky clutched the key, his confidence cracking. "This wasn't the plan," he hissed at Emma. Emma's screen flashed red, multiple signals closing in. "They've bypassed the drones," she said, voice steady but eyes wide. The dog outside howled, then yelped, silenced. Liam's stomach churned. Whoever was out there wasn't police. Something worse. Mara shoved Liam to the floor. "Stay down, Carter. You're still useful." Useful? Her words stung, confirming he was a pawn in a larger game. The key, the safe, none of it added up. Had he stolen something bigger than he knew? A sharp bang rattled the door. Ricky cursed, pulling a pistol. "They're early," he growled. Emma grabbed her knife, no longer the calm operative. "You said we had time," she snapped at Ricky. Mara scoffed. "You trusted him? He's playing you both." Liam's mind raced, Ricky's betrayal years ago, the key in his boot, Mara's arrival. Was everyone lying? The door exploded inward, splinters flying. 3 figures in black tactical gear stormed in, faces masked, weapons raised. "Drop it," one barked. Mara fired first, hitting a masked figure. Chaos erupted, gunshots, shouts, glass shattering. Liam crawled under the table, heart pounding. He saw Emma lunge, knife flashing, but a masked figure grabbed her. Ricky bolted for the back door, key in hand. Liam spotted his chance. The cuffs pin was loose. As bullets flew, he worked it free. The safe, the key, the truth, whoever survived this would decide his fate. Liam's cuffs clicked open, his hands free as the cabin burned with chaos. Gunfire roared, and the masked intruders clashed with Mara and Emma. Ricky's shadow vanished through the back door, the key his prize. Liam scrambled up, dodging a falling beam. He had one shot, follow Ricky or die. He sprinted outside, the forest alive with shouts and drone hums. Ricky stumbled ahead, clutching the key. "Stop!" Liam yelled, tackling him into the dirt. The key skidded into the leaves. "What's it for?" Liam demanded, pinning Ricky. Blood trickled from Ricky's lip. "You idiot," he spat. "It's not a safe, it's a vault. Military tech. You stole the trigger." Liam's heart stopped. Trigger? Flashes hit him, a heist, a device, Ricky's setup. He'd been a fall guy, framed to take the heat. Emma's voice cut through. "Liam, move." She stood, bloodied but alive, knife in hand. Mara limped behind, the intruders down. "The vault's nearby," Emma said. "Ricky played us all." Mara grabbed the key, eyes cold. "This ends now." She led them to a hidden bunker, its door rusted but sealed. The key fit perfectly, unlocking a cache of glowing vials, bioweapons. Liam's stomach dropped. "You used me," he whispered. Mara nodded. "You were expendable. Until now." Emma lunged at Mara, knife flashing, but a drone spotlight froze them. "Freeze," a voice boomed. Choppers roared above. Ricky laughed, crawling away. "You're all dead." Liam kicked him down, grabbing a vial. "Not yet." He smashed it, gas hissing. Mara screamed, Emma dove for cover, and Liam ran, the forest swallowing him again. Who was the real hunter? He'd find out, if he survived. Like this story? Smash that like button and subscribe for more epic thrills.